What up, YouTube? Step into the capsule. I have left you a very important present. It's your boys, Detroit Love, P-Dubs Arcade Loft, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Nostalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes Friday Night Just Got Live.
The entire here is the entire here.
Can we do this again? No, you're live, pal.
The entire here. The entire team is here. We're back together. Finally, all four of us. The original, the four horsemen of retro arcade gaming are here. You better believe it. Woo! You're tuning into the Super Game Room Dudes, your favorite arcade and gaming podcast show. Whether you like it or not, you're here for the news, and we're here to talk about it. And with me, as always, I got Detroit Love, I got Michael B. the Game Genie, I got Nostalgia, and I, of course, am P-Dubs. Gentlemen, how are you? How was your week? How was your week, everybody? Throw it in the chat. How are you guys? Go ahead. Anybody, go ahead. Say something.
Hey, Nostalgia, why don't you go first?
I had a pretty interesting week. It was stupid busy with work. I had vacation last week. First vacation I've taken in like 10 years, actually. I have not taken vacation in 10 years. So I got the whole damn week off. It was good. And then this week was just a shit show getting caught up from taking a week off.
Nostalgia, I mean, the lead up to National Owners Day is a lot of work, so I completely understand.
And we all know Carl's back from a romantic weekend getaway with his wife. That's
Look at him blushing. What is
look at
going on?
You got a certain
say, ayo,
you got a certain glow about you, Carl.
Man, we had a great time. Traverse City was awesome. We kayaked, cycled, ate. I mean, we did everything. It was a wonderful weekend. Great trip. Was needed for the relationship, needed for the time. Actually, it was the first time we've been on vacation without kids in 20 plus years. It's ridiculous that it took that long, but it was needed and necessary. And
Carl says it's his desk lights, but I'm telling you, man, that glowing. I haven't seen that glow on myself since I was 16 and lost my virginity behind the TJ Maxx in my car with a girl named Nikki.
Come on, P-Dubs. You weren't 16. You were 26.
So hot. She was so hot.
I
was 16. I was 16. In the car. Isn't that funny?
This is the perfect time to start eating my banana.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But as we always do every week.
I want to slow down there, Mean Joe. Can I find out about Michael B's week?
Oh.
I've been waiting to hear about Michael B's week.
Yeah, Mike, what? Anything big happen?
Yeah, I had a pretty good week. You know, I got to make some videos. I got to do some live streams. And the most important thing is I'm here. It's Friday night and I'm hanging out with my friends. So into a perfect week.
I've been pretty pissed off all day today. So we're going to do our best to avoid P-Dubs doing
bad influences. Bad influences.
Rant or a hot take today. There could be a rant or a hot take tonight. We'll see how it goes. But as always, when we kick off the live show, we say hi to who's here in the live chat. Let's see who's here. We got 19, K Fox, Dark Empire, Endless One Up, Nooner, Juicy Time, Biggie D, Chrissy C, BA, Endless One Up, Free Goofy Foot, Operation Free Goofy Foot.
Mike, you've unblocked him, right?
The biggest comma on the iArcade leaderboards is here. Dark Empire. We got Mike Hawk Hurts. You got to put some ice on it. Glass Babies is here. Alfred is here. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, Dr. Funk is in the house. And Scott James, who always tunes in from down under. We love our Australian viewers a little bit more than our Canadian viewers. That's what Michael B tells me all the time. He says Canadians are bad. Australians are good, right? No? All right, guys, let's hop into it. So we want to talk about a number of topics tonight. We got iArcade, got a quick update from them. We got AtGames National Owners Day weekend started today at 9 a.m. Pacific time. All kinds of deals and events going on all weekend. Also, Arcade1Up coincidentally had a sale go on. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 came out, kind of, as well as they dropped prices on a bunch of cabinets. You know, if I had a piece of aluminum foil, I'd wrap, a tin foil hat on my head and say, oh, one company's doing a sale. Let's do a sale. We always see them do this kind of stuff. It's always entertaining to watch from our point of view. Also, dog shit NFL Blitz reviews are out there on YouTube. Oh, great. Oh, man, I don't want to. There's the hot take. All right, let's try and skip all that. And then, of course, I really want to talk about this Evercade EXP and them signing on with Capcom. Finally, a big AAA title publisher coming to the Evercade system, but behind a $150 paywall. What's going on here? So we got a lot of stuff we want to talk about tonight. We want to get your guys' feedback. Before we dive into it, Tyler gave us a $5 donation. Michael B., what would make this a great week? Sending light guns for the iArcade. And he says, welcome back, Detroit Love. What do you think about his donation there, big guy?
Well, it's a super chat, not a donation. A donation is what you make to a charity, and you don't provide receipts, so let's not call it that. But anyways, Tyler.
They donated to the channel.
Hashtag triggered.
It's a super chat. It's a tip. That's what a super chat is.
So they tip. So a tip.
There you go.
But you don't say
donate.
Just look at Mike like he's a stripper. That's pretty much what it is.
Just put it right in my G-string next time. Buddy.
You know what? I'm sorry. I don't understand this stuff. Keep in mind, I'm an older guy. All these little terms that these Twitch streamers and everyone uses, I don't even know what half of them mean.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. Let me give you some bits.
All right. So we're just going to call them tips. We'll call them tips. Thanks for the tip in the tip jar. And answer his question. He tipped you $5. You better give him something.
Tyler, thank you very much for doing that for the channel.
See,
and
this is why I don't want to say tip, because then this shit pops up. Just the tip. Dubs told her behind the TJ Maxx, hey baby, it's just the tip. Look, just the tip. Look, it's in there. It's been in there 6 times already. Just the tip. Look what you started, Michael B.
Anyways, again, Tyler, like we talked about, Glenn is working with iArcade on peripherals. He has access to the Sinden light gun technology.
Wait, whoa,
They're
hold
working
on.
on
You
something.
can't say peripherals. If you're going to correct me, I'm going to correct you. You can't say
light guns aren't peripherals.
Accessories. You got to
accessories. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I completely disagree, Mike. You chose the correct word.
No.
Yeah, they're peripherals.
It's
peripherals.
It's an accessory to a cabinet.
I'm just peripheral accessory.
It's like when you go out on a Wednesday night and you bring that nice little purse with the nice little, beaded, strap on it, Mike. It's an accessory, or do you call it a peripheral?
It is 100% a peripheral.
Yeah, let me donate some knowledge to you. It's a peripheral.
Whatever. All right, carry on. Answer his question.
Glenn is working on it. It's just a matter of time. We'll be playing Mad Dog McCree in no time on the iArcade.
Yep. All right, so it's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys. Just be patient. It's going to happen.
Just for the record, that is 100% confirmed now, and you heard it first on Super Game Room Dudes.
Yeah,
Mike, did you just
We've been
break
telling
NDA?
people for months it's going to happen. They've made no. It's going to happen.
We just broke NDA, guys. That's it.
We didn't break any NDA.
Game over, man.
All right. Now
I'm going to be kicked out of the II Illuminati.
The I
Illuminati.
Now, before we really dive into tonight's topics, I do have to talk about something. Nostalgia. Earlier today, a YouTube video was released about you by Console Fanboy, and how do you feel about that? With the video he made about you? I mean.
Give me a second. Here.
Yeah. Bad time to take a bite, my friend. Bad time to take a bite.
It was good. I like his new style of video, and I think that if he continues doing videos like that, he's going to get to 10,000 subs real quick. He's just got to keep that same format.
If he uses that format and then changes the title of the video to modding your PlayStation Classic
100%.
in 2022, he's got 100,000 subs in a year.
That's all.
100,000 view video.
What he needs to do is make the How to Mod Your PlayStation Classic 2022 video with the gorilla arms, and it would be the great. 10,000 view video.
I don't think you understand. 10,000 views, 10,000 subs just from that video.
All right, let's dive into it, guys. Let's talk real quick about iArcade. Just a couple of quick updates for them this week. All right. So earlier today, Captain Arcade released a brand new game in their game store for $7.99. They released Longhead. This is a literally brand new game. This is a launch day release for the iArcade as well as the Nintendo Switch platform. And this is a game, indie game, very, very similar to Donut Dodo. If you're a big fan of Donut Dodo on the iArcade, you might enjoy this game. I myself bought this game for $8 today. I figured I'd give it a shot, and it was very, very similar to Donut Dodo. I didn't get very far into the game. However, I think I only got like 8,000 points before I died. But still, you got to play it and you got to get good. But then again, here it's another game in their game store. What do you guys think about it? Let us know in the live chat. And what's the panel's reaction to this? Let me know.
I didn't pick this one up yet. I saw it, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think this was a bit of a troll job because I don't know if you guys remember, our good friend Zohar last week, after they released Load Runner Legacy, said, "Oh, ladder game, here comes another ladder game." And then I think Michael at iArcade said, don't like the ladders, eh? And then just put another ladder game out to say F you.
Yeah. Yep. So definitely, guys, keep your honest feedback coming. If you like it, if you don't like it, what is the name? Longhead. Probably because he's got a very long head, kind of like a chef's head. He's got sitting on top of his head.
I think they released this by mistake.
No.
I think they were supposed to release Cuphead.
Yep. Console Fanboy, you joined late. You missed all your shout outs, my friend. Sorry. Another ladder game. I think Donut Dodo gave me a better first impression than Longhead. Like the music and the frantic madness of Donut Dodo. I really, really like Donut Dodo. This game is very, very similar to Donut Dodo. Very similar. It didn't hit me the way Donut Dodo did, like instantly. Once Donut Dodo fired up and you heard that music and this toilet's chasing you, you get pumped, right? Like this game, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just doing the same thing I did in another game. Does that make sense? So I think it's okay. I'm gonna try and play it a little bit more, see if I like it. Yeah. I saw Joey. I saw Joey's comment. Thanks so much, Joey. Really appreciate it. But that's what's going on with the iArcade. However, next week will be a lot more interesting. Why is that, Mike? What's happening next week?
A bunch of rowdy, raucous YouTubers are heading to Chicago to spend some time at the Lair, going to iArcade, going to Galloping Ghost, going to some kind of free play arcade, going to White Castle. We're all going to be in Chicago, baby, except for Nostalgia.
You really not coming? He's been kind of teasing us like he's going to surprise us and show up, and I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm about. Just the tip, baby.
Carl, do you think you'll be able to drive down next week?
I am making every effort to. I still haven't been able to secure it. I am going to Columbus, Ohio that same weekend, or that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday following that weekend. So,
yeah.
So I will make every effort. If I do, I'll have to just drive to Columbus from Chicago.
Well, we want you to come, man. We would love for Carl to be there. Guys, don't you want to see Detroit Love in Chicago and change his name to Chicago Love for 1 week only? That'd be so dope.
That would be very interesting.
All right, so let's
Detroit
kind of run.
Love does Chicago.
So just a heads up, guys. Here's what I know, and keep in mind, I am not coordinating this. I am not a coordinator of special events like this. We need somebody like B Kong, who, by the way, put together a spreadsheet for us. He put together a spreadsheet itinerary for us. Oh, I love you, Cogs. They're us. I'm not a wedding planner. I am not a coordinator. I am the guy that just shows up and drinks Guinness and has a good time. But here's what I can tell you is most of the content creators are arriving Thursday. And I think Thursday night, we're just going to go out, dinner, drinks, just us, because we've never met each other in person, have a good time. Come home, cuddle. Michael B is going to be Little Spoon. We know B Kong wants to be Big Spoon, but we're big guys, so I don't know how that's going to play out. He might not even be able to get his arm around us. But that's Thursday. Now, Friday, I think plans have changed. We were going to do Galloping Ghost on Friday. That's gotten changed to Saturday now, right, Mike?
I'm not 100% sure because there's two different groups here. There's
Yeah.
John
The
apparently
pool
has
group.
the Lair group, the Lair Visit group. Then they have their own plans, while we've been kind of left to the outside. We're not in the II Illuminati apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but either way, Saturday, definitely 5 p.m. At the Arcade office is the Game and Brew night. Goes from 5 to 10. They actually will have this is kind of cool because they weren't expecting this many YouTubers to show up. They set up a streaming station,
That's
I guess
pretty
you
cool.
could say.
Yeah.
So they're going to have computers and cameras and microphones already there for us, and we just have to go log in and go live whenever we want during the party with multiple cameras at the party as well as on the host of the stream. So definitely Saturday night between 5 to 10, you might see some live streams of some shenanigans. And obviously when we're at Galloping Ghost and stuff, we might do some of that as well. So just the best way to not miss any content is to turn on that bell. The bell that nobody turns on, to turn on notifications on your phone.
So you
It
don't
doesn't
miss
work.
any of my upcoming videos.
It doesn't work. My wife is subscribed to one YouTuber and notified to one YouTuber, and she still doesn't get notified when I go live.
So Rainwater Games asked a question. Do you think with so many YouTubers there, they might have some big announcement or release planned? Here's what here's what I could tell you. I think so. I'm pretty sure of it. But also, I don't want to set that high of an expectation and people end up getting disappointed. But
set the bar high, bro.
All signs are pointing to something possibly big happening or something. We'll find out next week. Inception stream. It just sounds so dirty.
So I'll ask you an honest question. When you say big, what scale are we gauging this on?
In centimeters.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no inside word. Bear says too, the picnic boogaloo. You guys are hilarious. That's pretty funny. Street of Rage 4 Shredder's Revenge. I mean, it would seem to be if you're going to have this much potentially free press media coverage available at your fingertips, it does seem that kind of time to announce something of that nature, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. I think something's going to happen, but I don't know what. They're keeping it under lock and key.
I just hope it's another ladder game for Zohar.
Oh, that would be great. Eggs versus ladders deathmatch game and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what's going on with the Arcade. Not a lot of big news. They released a game next week, their big Game and Brew night, and we're hoping to see a big surprise with all of us in town. Let's kind of pivot over here and let's cover AtGames. And what's cool, Mike, is because we're not near the end of the show, I'm not just going to roll the outro when you talk about National Owners Day, which, by the way, that was pretty fun weeks ago.
That was actually a good bit.
That was so funny. All right, Mike, tell us all about National Owners Day. I'm going to put a little something here in the live chat for folks. What's going on this week?
Well, what went on was yesterday, people messaged me all day long saying, I can't see the natural history packs in the games store. And I was like, well, it's for early access today. But today at lunch and before lunch, I got the same messages saying they're not in the store. But today at 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time, AtGames, new pinball packs and all the arcade packs, all the e-deals went up, all the sales went up. So there's a bunch of shit you can go buy. Great deals. The new pinball packs are out there. They're really good. I streamed them last night. P-Dub streamed them and did better. Then he told me it was because his looked better. So, lots of coverage out there.
He's always got a dig at.
Always. Like, he's the worst.
Just a little bit of a dig.
Well,
that's
what sucks about capturing pinball footage, if you're not capturing the screen off the pinball machine itself, a lot of us, and I've done this too, we just point a camera at our pinball machine. And that makes it really hard for viewers to get a really good experience of what's happening on the tables and all that. So I told Mike, I said, I'm going to stream it from the Legends Core Max because it's an HDMI console and they'll be able to see the whole table on the screen pretty well. And I was actually surprised, Mike. I was shocked that I'm sitting there, I'm streaming, watching the game, and I'm watching my analytics. And I'm like, dude, I got over 150 people watching me play pinball. Because usually when we do these game stream games, game streams, guys. We honestly expect maybe 50 people to show up. You know what I mean? Because watching other people play video games, like people don't come to my channel to watch me play video games. But yeah, we had over 150 people watching at one time. Videos gotten a good amount of views, so people enjoyed checking out the footage. But I put a poll in the live chat, guys. Out of the natural history pinball games, 4 games, which one is your favorite so far? Amazonia, Dinosaur Dynasty, Exoplanets, The Last Ice Age. Whew. Put your votes in the live chat. Let us know which one's your favorite. Carl, you haven't had a chance to check these games out yet, but you're going to hopefully check them out this weekend. I think they're decent.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely turn this thing on and load them up and see what's happening.
Yep, they have not created marquee logos for these games. So if you have the BitPixel HV or if you're playing it on your Legends Ultimate, it doesn't have a logo for these games yet. What'll happen is they'll push out an update to the Pixelcade software. You'll see the little circle like, hey, with the arrows that you need to update your Pixelcade. And when you do that, they'll probably add the logos for the games. But as of right now, all it does is just scroll and say you're playing Amazonia. Like, it doesn't have a fancy logo yet, but that'll be coming soon. So just a heads up there. But guys, let us know what you think about these games. I want your honest feedback and reactions. And Nostalgia, what do you think about them?
I barely played them. I literally downloaded them 15 minutes before our show started, so barely played it. I saw a bunch of footage of it, and they all look really good. Actually, really, really good, and is exactly what I was hoping AtGames would do with new IP. So I hope that they dump all the old school table styles and just focus on deluxe. That's it. Just give me deluxe tables every single time, and I think that's a good formula.
Yeah, I was saying over and over again while I was playing last night, this is what the Taito table should have been.
100%. Every single table should have been like that. Every single IP is wasted opportunity. It was such a wasted opportunity.
From what we've heard is the Dr. Seuss games are going to be like these Dinosaur Dynasty games. So
we've actually heard they might even be more advanced than this.
You mean you at AtGames?
No.
But you know what? You know what is funny? Nostalgia actually doesn't work there anymore. But isn't it funny how the quality of the products have gone up since he's left?
You motherfucker.
Like, everything has just suddenly returned to normal since Nostalgia left.
Everything is so much better now that I'm gone.
But the tables are on sale for $15. Let's see here. Steve Romy says he's number 1 on Centigrade 37. Wow, I stink at that game. So,
am I still number 1 on Exoplanets?
No.
Come get me. Oh, I'm down. Oh, no.
It's over, baby. It's over. So what I can tell you is I checked out the tables on the Legends Core Max, which has the same chipset in it as the AtGames Legends pinball machine itself. And it was 1080p, 60 frames per second. I didn't really notice any issues, no delays or things like that. Played it on the actual pinball machine itself, set the number 3 score for The Last Ice Age, and I'm sure I've been knocked down by now. Played all the games on there, no issues whatsoever. But because what's really cool about Universal Pinball Packs is...
Wait, was that... Hold on. P-Dubs, was that intentional?
What?
Your volume just went. Your audio just went.
Completely gone. You were talking and you couldn't hear anything. I thought it was a bit.
I thought it was my headset.
Yeah. What about now?
No, we can hear you, but you cut out.
Well, remember, guys, if you guys live in Arizona, there's a dust storm going around right now, so apologies for that. So I might have some internet issues. So I played the games on the pinball machine and the Core Max. They have the better chipset. Didn't notice any issues. Went ahead and I tried the games on the Legends Ultimate arcade machine. What's really nice about the Universal Pinball Packs is you can just jump around to all your different AtGames devices and download and play the packs. You know, you only had the one code one time, and so I tried playing them on here, and I noticed some delays. I noticed a little bit of lag and delays, and that's because these arcade machines, I think, they have the weaker chipset than what's in the pinball machine and the Core Max. Nostalgia, you would know this better than me. Why is the performance not as good on the arcade machine as it is on the other devices?
Because the chipset is not as good. as it is on the pinball
You,
machine.
you-
Like,
you know,
gotta-
you know the answer to this on the AtGames Legends Core and on the Gamer Pro and the AtGames Legends Ultimate. The games are in 720p, 30 frames per second.
There's a big jump between the chipset on the ALU versus the chipset on the ALP, like a big jump. So that's the reason.
Okay, good stuff. Let's go ahead and end the poll here. And according to the viewers, their favorite table so far is Dinosaur Dynasty, 50% of votes. Last Ice Age, 30%. Last Ice Age is actually my favorite.
Mine too. Yeah.
All right, why are we getting spammed with Shop Hippo NFL stools?
Why not?
Mike Giro wants people to go to Shop Hippo and buy some NFL stools.
Okay.
And the Rexer shows in the comments, and the Rexer show Arcade1Up stools, his favorite product, the only one he likes from them. So go to Shop Hippo, get the Rexer approved Arcade1Up stools.
I did see him promoting them. So maybe he gets a commission off those sales. I don't know.
It's possible.
It is.
They're selling these for $100 a pop.
I thought they were like $179, weren't they?
I don't know. All right, sorry, man, but that's what happens.
And now it's silent. Carl, tell us about your romantic getaway while P-Dubs deals with that.
Sorry, I'm taking.
What
trying-
happened?
I'm trying to.
With the
clean
show
up-
just
we're
halted
getting,
to a stop. We're done.
because
Game
we're getting
over.
we're getting
Show over.
spam. I had to take care of.
We're starting. You got another banana?
I have a banana peel.
Yeah.
It's floppy.
Yeah.
Got a floppy banana peel.
Oh, okay. Good stuff there. Anything else going on with AtGames there on Mike that I'm forgetting?
Well, they've got their sale going on right now, and honestly, they changed the contest portion. We were all in an influencer chat, and all the prizes were going to be eStore certificates. They actually did give away. They are giving away a Legends Pinball Micro, so that's been updated. There is a Legends Pinball Micro that's going to be given away, so something tangible. I really appreciate that. And another thing, I got to give them credit. I give them shit all the time. I'm like, you guys do these things, and then there's no sales here in Canada. Well, they actually worked with the Brick this time, and there are currently sales on AtGames products going on at the Brick right now. They've returned to the original pricing. So the pinball table is $200 off for $999.99, and the AtGames Canadian and the AtGames Legends Ultimate is on sale for $899.99. So that's $100 off. So back to the original Canadian. Yes, Ristalgia. Obviously, I said in Canada.
You see why I get frustrated when I'm trying to talk and he's in the background going,
Oh my god! So,
and you guys see me get pissed off during the show because I'm trying to finish a sentence and he's like,
oh my god! So he actually had the gall to mention, he was like, "I'd like to be in that chat. Do you know how much production would go up by?" And I was thinking, you know how much,
No,
do you know how much screwing around would be doing? Like he'd run everything into the floor.
You guys take life way too seriously.
People are trying to talk. Okay, Giovanni, we'll talk about all that when we get to the Arcade1Up segment, though. Kevin did ask a great question here. Any update on the BitPixel LCD? So, AtGames during their August update notified everyone last month that the BitPixel LCD marquees will be shipping sometime this month in September. So before the end of the month, they should be shipping out. We don't have an exact date, and I'm sure AtGames doesn't want to give an exact date because then people will, it's September 5th. Where's my tracking number? You know what I mean? But sometime this month, according to AtGames, the LCD marquees will ship. And again, the quad play control panels will be shipping sometime in November. So they're finally coming. It's taken long enough. No, there's no updates on any of this stuff, Canada, Phil. None of it. So, I mean, if there's no updates, assume it's canceled. All right, let's keep going here. Also, guys, if you want to participate in any of the events this weekend, all you got to do is power on your AtGames devices and post a score on a NOD game title. Post a score on the pinball, on the arcade games, post a score on an Arcade1Up game. All you guys have to do is just play your machines. Go play an Arcade1Up game, play a pinball game, play an arcade game, open a lobby in Arcade1Up, invite someone to play with you, add some friends to your friends list, etc. And they're giving out actual coupons for their e-store, actual cash value here, instead of in the past where they would give out months of Arcade1Up, right? They're actually giving people, hey, you want to save $10, $20? Hell, use these on pinball packs in the future, right?
Or months of Arcade1Up.
Or more months of Arcade1Up if you want to buy months of Arcade1Up. So,
but they did update it, and there is a Legends Pinball Micro they are giving away.
Yep. I did pre-order the BitPixel LCD myself, so I paid for my own. I'm also, just like all of you guys, eagerly waiting for it to show up sometime this month. I did not order the quad play control panel. I've made a lot of statements on my channel that I have no interest, nor would I have any use for that quad play control panel.
You don't have 3 other friends, so
yeah, I don't, and it's just me, my wife, and my son. So the amount of times we have people over to actually fill up a 4-player control panel, very few. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm not getting the quad play. Detroit Love, are you getting the bit LCD marquee or the quad play panel or anything like that, buddy?
No, I ordered one of those, couple of NODs a while back. I got the one of those pixel things. It's still in the box. I haven't opened it.
Oh, the BitPixel, which one? The HV or the one for your machine itself?
I think it's for the Ultimate Legends Ultimate.
You know what? It's a product I was always poo-pooing on. I was like, it doesn't make any sense. It is so cool. I got one there a couple of weeks ago, and like it is just bananas how much I like it. Like I never use coin ops. I finally started using coin ops on my Legends Ultimate to go along with this BitPixel.
Yeah, you gave us a lot of crap about the
coin ops. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you hate modding, so
shut up. So, anyways, with the BitPixel connected to the ALU and coin ops, it's latits. Like it's incredible.
Both of those things make that a legitimate mod in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm about to go get my box and see what's in it.
You never know. maybe you have the first one. Brooklyn Menace is here, guys. Make sure you guys check out Brooklyn Menace. Brooklyn, you doing a show later tonight? Throw it in the live chat so people know. Brooklyn Menace does a lot of great live streams. Make sure you guys check them out. But yeah, big stuff going on with AtGames all weekend, and also on Monday, on Labor Day Monday, which is Multicade Monday's show. AtGames reached out to me and they said, hey, would you be willing to announce all the winners of this weekend's contest? So on Multicade Mondays, guys, tune in. I'll announce all the winners who won all these codes. Plus, I think they're giving away some hardware, some actual pinball micro machine. And also, I believe I'm going to have special guest Rascal joining me for that. He's been working really, really hard with his Arcade1Up shows. He's been trying so hard with the Arcade1Up shows, and Rascal's going to be on because he deserves to be on for these announcements. Do
you know how many goddamn toothpicks he's chewed right through trying to get this AtGame stuff off the ground?
So think about it. If it wasn't for Rascal, they wouldn't actually be giving away a pinball machine. He's the one who really lobbied and championed and pushed them to be giving away a pinball machine. So
what are you talking about? I just said I was the one who said it.
No, but he pushed for it. He really pushed for it. You know what I mean? Like he pushed behind the scenes and stuff.
Well, I don't know about behind the scenes, but I mean, you were on the call with me when I told him, please give away something tangible.
Yeah, Mike, we'll make sure you get kudos too during the show.
Oh, this is just like this is just like when I set up Sydney Hunter on iArcade, and they're like, "Way to go, Prince Malcolm."
But yeah, Rascal and I will announce the winner. And hey, man, they're giving away a pinball machine. I mean, come on, that's cool, right? I mean, these companies don't do this very often anymore, like they did a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
where they were always giving away free shit. So it's really nice that they're doing that. So Tyler gave us a $2 donation. Game packs on Legends Pinball. When will they be released? All the pinball game packs are live as of today, 9 a.m. Pacific time. There you go. Let's see here. Got Natural History. Taito and Zach Pack not hit the sweet spot for prices. The ALP Dream lives is Esmond's feedback. And yes, definitely cool on the giveaway. Guys, they don't have to give away a pinball machine. It's nice that they are. So
Well,
yeah,
I mean, it was so cool a couple of years ago when they gave away all those pinball machines. Like something tangible makes a big difference. But of course, thank you, Rascal, for making that happen.
and it's kind of like a lot of people were dogging on Toy Shock back in the day when they started, but as of today, nobody gave away more pinball machines than Toy Shock.
Nobody.
They gave away at least 5. You know what I mean? So hey, it's
I
nice
was
that
going
we
to ask what happened to Toy Shock.
Yeah.
Just
So
disappeared.
yeah, so it's nice that they're doing this kind of stuff. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
we
go
got our
grab I'm gonna go grab my box while you guys are transitioning
Okay.
to the next.
Okay, no worries. So we got 2 things here, guys, and both of these topics will take the rest of the show. So which one do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the Evercade EXP because this is kind of a hot button issue, or do you guys want to talk about Arcade1Up stuff? What do you guys want to do? Nostalgia, you choose.
I would start with EXP and then move on to Arcade1Up. That's my thought.
Yeah, let's see
How do you
here.
feel about that, Mike?
No,
Yeah,
man,
sure.
the Arcade Data East game packs I pre-ordered, I was told you could play them on the ALP. Arcade Data East game packs.
That's for the ALU.
Oh, wait, no, those are pre-orders for the game packs, right? So the games themselves aren't released.
I don't know what he's talking about. If he's talking about if he's got the arcade control panel, then yes, he can play the Data East arcade games on the pinball. Can't
He's
he?
talking about the game pack. I don't know. I didn't think that the ALP had all the emulators.
I don't know.
Maybe it does. I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, I can play like regular games on it, like if I load it up.
Yeah, but that's because each one of those UCE files contains the emulator.
Its own
within the
emulator.
game.
Oh, I know what you're saying now.
So I have no idea. Maybe that's what they've done. They've just like bundled up a UCE, and that's what you get, and you'll be able to play it.
No idea.
If it's cross compatible with the Core Max, I'd imagine you could probably run it on the ALP. Was that announced? Did you guys? I don't know. I don't do the. I haven't been on any of the calls with AtGames. So, did they say anything about those packs being cross compatible?
You designed all this. You tell us.
I did not design any of this. I did not. I'm sorry, Mike. I don't know. My thought says it would be so easy for them to do that, to make it compatible with both devices. So I don't see why it wouldn't be, but I also don't know if that's what direction they've gone.
Yeah, yeah. So Tyler, you know we love you, brother. So we're trying to help you out here. So and also trying to figure this out ourselves. So all the information I have is that the Data East and Activision game packs are coming out in November, and that these are just pre-orders. It doesn't say anything about anything else. You know what I mean? And as far as I know, I mean the game packs should be compatible with more than just one device. So I'll keep digging here for them.
Well, they went universal with all the pinball, right? So I'd imagine that these other game packs are going to be universal too. It shouldn't matter what device you're on; you should be able to play it across the entire platform.
Yeah. So if anybody else has any other AtGames frequently asked questions, we'll just stop the show and answer whatever you need. You just go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mike, we're here to help people out with stuff like this. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. This is a great information for us all to know. So, yep, they went on pre-order, and everything points to these being universal arcade packs compatible to play on all of your devices come this November. There's no information saying that it's going to be limited to specific devices. So that's the only answer we have for you right now, Tyler. You know we love you, brother. You know we're trying to help you out. All right, cool. And see, that didn't take too much time. All right, let's talk about the Evercade EXP, because this is kind of a hot button thing that came out today. Some people are happy, some people are upset, and that is with the announcement of the Evercade Capcom partnership. Steven, do you want to talk about this?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk.
Tell people what happened today while I try and find this.
Video Game Vegas, are you secretly Papa Brad?
Might be. So we got a big announcement from Evercade that they've secured a license for Capcom. And at first glance, it was super good. Like you you pull up, they posted it on Twitter. You take a look at the actual Twitter post that links to a website. It's got a big list of games, and they have some bomb-ass games on there. And then you realize that they're pre-built into the Evercade EXP. And it's not a cartridge. It's not physical. It's digital, which is, at first, kind of, that's a gut punch because the whole purpose of the Evercade was that they were going to give you cartridges so you could, like, that was the whole point of it. You get cartridges, you put them in your console, you play them. So this was kind of a surprise that they're like, hey, we got the license, but it's digital only, and it's going to come included. It's not even something that you can buy for other products. You essentially can only play, currently, you can only play these Capcom titles on the Evercade EXP. You cannot play them on the VS. You can't play them on the original Evercade, which is it's really a nut kicker. It's not good.
I mean, it's got its pros and it's got its cons, right? So, for instance, this is their first big, like really, really big AAA type publisher partnership. So, that's a win for them all in, right? Second, the games that they're bringing out are pretty dope, right? You got 1942, 1943, 1944. Let me go full screen and zoom in case anyone doesn't know. You got Commando, Captain Commando, Bionic Commando. You got Final Fight, Ghouls and Ghosts, Legendary Wing, Street Fighter 2, Merc, Strider, as well as some console games. You got some Mega Man games and Breath of Fire. Mike, you remember Breath of Fire, right, brother?
Love Breath of Fire. I finished it on the Game Boy Advance. Never ever finished the original Super Nintendo. But I would like to point out for all you Mega Man 3 fans out there, Mega Man 3 is not included because the absolute best Mega Man's included, and that's Mega
100%.
Man 2. So suck it.
What? Mega Man X is better than that? What are you talking about?
Mega Man X is a different series, so suck it.
All right. So
okay, fine, Mike.
So that's like the good news, right? Is the fact that this is even happening, right? But then here's the bad news, right? It's only at the time of release going to be available on this device. The games are going to be built in; they're digital only, built into this system.
Yep.
They're not selling cartridges, and which is the total opposite of Evercade's business model, is to sell cartridges. Now, I've been reading many articles about this today, and I've also seen a couple of YouTube reaction videos to this stuff today as well. And what I find interesting is, it seems like these are a lot of the Capcom arcade stadium type games, and maybe the deal with Capcom is they don't want physical copies of these games out there. They just want digital everywhere. Digital on the Switch, digital here, digital there, digital on Steam. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want, so that, and maybe it's it's Capcom's decision, right? And they had to say yes. But what do you think, Mike? Do you think, but then again, the conspiracy theorists will tell you that Evercade is doing this because they're trying to sell more of these handheld systems.
No.
Like, people are
Absolutely
raging.
not true.
And this isn't commentary from me. Go look at their Reddits. Go look at their Discord channel. Go look at their Facebook posts. There's people who are absolutely pissed that these games are hidden behind a $150 paywall, that you have to buy a $150 handheld to get access to these games. You know what I'm saying?
So I will tell you right now, 100%, there's no way Evercade wanted to do this. Evercade's entire corporate structure, their identity is on these carts. But I think sometimes that when you go from system to system and different things like that, it's impossible for them to deliver the same experience over and over again. For example, when I got my Evercade VS, I popped in one of my Bandai Namco carts because I really wanted to play Splatterhouse 2 on this new system. But guess what? Bandai Namco carts don't work on the Evercade VS. They only work on the Evercade handheld. And the reason why, I'm assuming, is because of exclusivity with other companies for certain titles, that you can only play them in certain formats. Like maybe the Evercade was just meant for handheld. And then when you get to Capcom, we know that Capcom have partnerships out there with specific things. Maybe they can't sell a cartridge in any capacity because of exclusivity. The only way that Evercade could get this to work was to put it on the handheld. And Evercade very much came out and said, guys, it's on the handheld right now. We're sorry that we had to deliver it in this fashion, and we're hoping that if this is successful, we'll be able to eventually make carts in the future. So I don't think they're doing this intentionally. I think this is the limitation and the structure of what Capcom and them could work out. Jeff Rainwater said cost. Maybe it is cost associated, but I would think it leads more to them working around other exclusivity agreements.
It's not cost. I have a fairly close working relationship with Evercade, and I did talk to somebody about this earlier on today after the news was announced. The reality of the situation is this is not how Evercade wanted to release these titles. Mike, you're spot on about that. It goes against their entire business model. But the reality of the situation was if they didn't release these games in this format, we just weren't getting Capcom games on the platform. So I do know that I'm trying to be careful about what I say. I will say that this hopefully is not the last we hear about Capcom running on other devices that they have within their portfolio. So this is going to be something that sucks right now, but maybe there's going to be some sort of a silver lining or some sort of a way around this. But again, nothing's set in stone. But the other side of it, I mean, there's a coin here, right? So this is kind of shitty the way it is, but Evercade finally has like a massive IP. So this in the portfolio is really good for them as the company grows. Maybe we're going to see a Capcom Collection 2 come out that's going to be a dedicated cart. Or maybe this is what they need to use as leverage to get some other really high quality IP. Like it is what it is right now. If you are not interested in the EXP, you don't get Capcom.
Here's the thing. Let's say you're in a room, you're having a meeting, and your entire business model is selling physical cartridges, pulling on nostalgia, pulling on heartstrings. Your target audience are physical media game collectors. You go into a meeting with an IP publisher, and they're like, "Yeah, we'd love to give you our games, but no cartridges." With the concessions you have to make, it's the same conversation I had with my viewers about should Arcade1Up still have pursued NFL Blitz with the concessions they had to make to release those games? Should Evercade, guys, and this is where I want the live viewer feedback, should they have walked away from the table and said, you know what, this is totally not who we are. We are a cartridge company. We're here to get licenses for cartridges. Or should they have said, you know what, you're Capcom. We're going to give you what you want. And maybe, just maybe, you'll let us do cartridges in the future. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what you guys think about that in the live chat. Carl, what do you think about this?
Now, I don't know a whole lot about this company. You know, it's not something that's showed up on my radar. So I don't get why it's shit, nostalgia. So I say anytime you get a handheld game that you can play games that you love to play, you play them the way you can play them. You know, but we also can play these games on a bazillion different ways on different handhelds. You know what I mean?
And the iArcade.
Okay. You know, so, but a Switch is not $150 either, right? I mean, to me, it sounds like a great deal. So I don't see why, you guys are crying about it. But I mean, you know me, I like to have options. I think if somebody can pick it up for $150 and has X amount of games on it built in, are they built in, or you have to pay for them?
No, those are built in. They're included with
right. So I buy a $150 handheld that can always be with me when I'm traveling. You guys know how I like my Switch, and just be the convenience of it. If I ain't got to worry about switching out cartridges if I'm traveling somewhere, it'd be great to have those games built in. And I ain't got to worry about carrying around some cartridges with me. So in my view, it's a win. But again, I don't have any stock, and I haven't purchased any of these devices. I don't know what the difference between the different devices is. But to me, it sounds like a great value for $150.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm not crying about it. I am just reporting the news. And
you boo-hoo-hooing about it, baby. Stop playing.
No. I'm reporting the news and also voicing the fact that half of the audience seems to be like, this is great. It's going to lead to bigger and better things. Maybe we'll get carts in the future. This opens the door for the relationship, blah, blah, blah. But keep in mind, the other half of the Evercade audience, you guys should go look at their forums. They are not happy They
So-
are not happy.
Can I add a different point of perspective?
No.
Yes.
We'll-
That's why we're having this conversation, and that's
Good.
why I ask the goofy questions, because it really makes these interesting conversations.
So we'll read the super chat first. I think Evercade is doing the right thing. This is a gateway to another platform. Thank you so much for the tip. Super chat, David Gilbert. I appreciate it.
Just the
$4.99.
tip. Just the tip.
And
David.
also
We
there was
appreciate
a comment there from Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger that just went by. I don't know if you can still see that.
Let me look. I'm not seeing it. How far will go?
I thought it was a super chat. I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
was
did
a
I-
It was a members chat.
members chat or something
Something about the schedule for IRC.
Chicago.
That's right.
Yeah, just send Michael B private messages. He'll give you the schedule.
Send cool. Ask Cool Toy. Just send us a message or write a post in the group, and we'll go from there and get you caught up that way. So the point I wanted to add was I think a lot of the people in the space or Reddit, you say, I don't use Reddit personally. So a lot of people in the Reddit space are previous Evercade owners. They probably already own the EXP, the VS, or they own the original Evercade. And
They
I think
most of them own all three.
yeah, I think a lot of this is sour grapes, or they might own all three, or they might just have the first two. And it's the fact that they're going to be the same way that a lot of people felt for the original iArcade owners when they thought they were going to be left behind with the peripherals. They were getting screwed. And I think that's how a lot of these original people feel, knowing that Capcom is quote unquote locked behind a paywall, because they were kind of hoping that if there was a big announcement like Capcom, it was coming out on a cart that they could also throw in their VS, can throw in their original Evercade.
Yep.
I hear
Great
that.
feedback here from Rainwater Games. And I love this comment from the Kingsborough. All you need is food, water, shelter, and Mega Man 10.
X. Yeah,
That's it.
buddy.
That's a great one. All right, so that's what's going on in the world of Evercade. We'll have to keep our eyes on it. It's great for them to get these licenses. It's nice to see these kind of games coming to that platform. You know what I mean? We all got excited when Arcade1Up secured these kind of licenses. We all get excited when iArcade and AtGames and these other companies secure licenses. So you can be excited that they got these licenses, but it's just
Sometimes you feel bad though. Like when AtGames got the Zaccaria games, you were like, "Oh, poor Well Played. They're done now."
yeah. Yep, here you go. And we got John D here. He's got a pretty good relationship with Capcom. So digital media only. So sorry to chime in. Capcom doesn't allow for removable media or downloadable media outside of Steam and consoles because it no longer falls under consumer products. There you go.
You don't need to feel sorry for that. An exact
That's great info.
explanation is what we wanted to hear. So thank you very much.
Right. But yep. All right. So wait, hold on. We got a dispute here. Some folks are saying
That is not true.
They're saying X4 is the best.
That's not
We got a
true.
Yeah.
These are fighting words, man.
John.
This is not true.
Oh, by the way, John, despite this, although this may be true, you have to understand that the Evercade superfans who have been supporting this company since day one, they're pissed because they want cartridges and they have to go buy another console in order to play these games. I hope you understand that. That's all we're trying to report.
But
There
I
you
thought
go.
you said the super fans has all of them anyway.
The thing is,
They have to buy this. It's only going to be on this this console hasn't been released yet.
Oh, I got you.
So
No,
this is a brand new console.
I got
They
you.
they don't have to buy another console to play those games. There's 1,005 other ways to
Well,
play
true,
those games.
But the way they look at it, you have to understand. And if you don't believe me,
Right.
go read their Discord channel,
Oh,
their
I
Facebook
do
post,
believe
and their
you.
Reddit post today. They went fucking ballistic today. It was
I do,
very,
and that's
it was very
that's
entertaining.
what I was saying earlier is that
Yeah.
if they didn't do it this way, you just don't get Capcom. Like,
Yeah. It's like
it is what it is.
It's like imagine if Nintendo licensed with Arcade1Up and said, you know what, we're going to give you our license, but you can't put it on an arcade machine. You have to put it on an HDMI console. And Arcade1Up's business model is arcade machines, right? Would Arcade1Up, would John D say, okay, we want your license, we'll make another Mega Man handheld console with Nintendo games on it? You know what I'm saying?
I hope
just
not.
to get the partnership,
They would just make a couchcade.
you know?
Let's do
So-
it. Let's do it, John D.
So I will answer. Well, we're going to talk about Arcade1Up in a minute, but I will answer this way. I think that when you're developing partnerships with companies, sometimes you have to make concessions to make it work. And the example with Evercade is a perfect example of that concession. It's a first step. It's a stone throw in the water, and hopefully it leads to something else. If they show that this is successful, people like it, they make money, maybe that will give Evercade more leverage to come back and say, I know you guys don't do cartridges, but we just sold X amount of units. Let's try for it. And then Arcade1Up the exact same thing. If Nintendo came a calling and said, well, let's take a look and do a Donkey Kong. And then Nintendo said, yeah, we want you to do some kind of HDMI thing. Maybe Arcade1Up would do it. But
think about
it would be a careful step to do something that would help build the partnership leading towards the arcade.
I think what you're saying, Mike, would make sense if it were anybody but Arcade1Up, because Arcade1Up has use cases for all of those scenarios. Yeah. So if Nintendo comes a knocking, Arcade1Up can just say, well, no, we've tried this. We've done this with this brand, with this IP. These were the results. This is the best path to make the most amount of money. And I don't think that Arcade1Up has to really dabble in experimentation with any company at this stage.
I just want to see a Popeye giant joystick. Stop screwing me out of that nostalgia.
No, that's definitely in the cards.
I like the Popeye game. Pitbull's in the live chat. He's got a Popeye arcade cabinet that he sent me a picture of, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I don't love pennies. What are you talking about?
Who loves pennies? I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Michael B., what is going on in the world of Arcade1Up? All right, what's going on? For life? What is that?
That's right. I'm
That's the Illuminati for life.
For life.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, here we go. P-Dubs has been hanging around with a bad crowd.
No, I'm asking you, Mike. What's going on with Arcade1Up? What's the Arcade1Up news this week?
Actually, it's been a pretty exciting weekend in terms of sales. There's been a bunch of Amazon sales. Arcade1Up has their own Labor Day sales with like 40% off a bunch of items on their website. So you can go check that out. There's huge sales still here in Canada. The ones from last week are still going on. So you can get your Golden Tee 3D, $200 off, $699. There's a bunch of other cabinets on sale. Even some of the old Capcom and Midway Legacies are $100 off. Big Buck Hunter $699. Pardon?
Where is this?
At pretty much every no, it's Canadian retailers, so you can go save a bunch of money through the Brick, through Best Buy. I don't know what other retailers are selling them right now.
This is all in Canadian dollars, Mike?
Yes, in Canada, so it's Canadian currency nostalgia.
You're really trying to get under the skin this week, man. Really
a little bit.
So anyways, that's happening. We had a pretty nuts day. People went bananas because Target actually jumped the gun and put up their Marvel vs. Capcom 2 pre-order today, and people went ballistic. I think Cool Toy was the first to report it. He was up at 3 a.m. with his baby and saw it had gone up on the Target website, so he threw out the news. I saw it from Wario64. Console Kits had put it out after that, so a bunch of people in the space have covered it.
Yeah, and it looks like it's sold out, right? Looks like it's sold out.
Yeah. Now there's some question about if the sales are actually going to go through, because P-Dubs, you mentioned that sometimes Target put up pre-orders and then come back and say, whoops, we shouldn't have done that. I know that 19K Fox, I am sorry if I'm, doxing him again here, but 19K Fox put up an order, but it didn't process. So it might still be in flux. And he also mentioned there was some confusion with the description, because the description was actually for the Yoga Flame home arcade. So hopefully these pre-orders are legit and people got it in. Everybody else will wait for the 8th when the official pre-order comes out on Arcade1Up.com and other various retailers.
So apparently Target was listening to Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again, and went live before everyone else to sell their Arcade1Up bundle, in this case Marvel vs. Capcom 2, $600, sold out, either sold out or they turned off the listing. Who really knows, right?
Well, it's clearly sold out, P-Dubs. It says right there, sold out.
Yeah, but I can go into my website and type sold out if I wanted to. It took me 3 seconds to do that. But here's the point. Though, is the fact that Target has burned us in the past. So when I saw this pop up and everyone started, running to the hills saying, oh my God, it's live. I did not put a pre-order in. because of just Target history. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, history doesn't repeat itself. These orders, like Mike said, will go through. Hopefully, people will get their cabinets.
And they
But,
have
yeah.
a head-to-head version out there too on their website.
Yeah. Yep. Papa Brad, Target has taken my money a few times, canceled the listing. I think, wasn't it the last time they did this? They took a bunch of orders, then canceled them all. They said, oops.
So what does
yeah.
Target running like bad Kickstarters now? What do you mean they took your money?
I don't know.
You had to get your money back. I mean, they're
Well, I'm sure they
reputable
refunded.
retailers.
I'm sure they refunded his order. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they refunded his order. But yeah, you know, and I'll be honest, guys. I've been collecting these home arcade cabinets for 3 years now, 4 years, and guess how many arcade products I have purchased from Target? One in the last 4 years. I usually just go with the companies directly, or I go with like Walmart or Amazon or Best Buy. Those are usually who I go with. I never use Target. So hopefully this won't be an issue for anybody. Hopefully they'll get their cabinets without an issue. So yeah. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2 pre-orders went live. When do they officially go live again? Is it? Let's find out on the official website. Do we know? Mike, do you remember?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
When do they go live on Arcade1Up's website?
September 8th. So you guys know how Arcade1Up pre-orders work. So it'll go live on Arcade1Up. It'll be only there. That's your first opportunity to order. And then usually later on that day or in the couple days later, they'll go up on other retailers. Here in Canada, we've been told the Brick should get this September 8th as well. And I don't think it's going to be exclusive there. So Best Buy should have it as well. So September 8th, get your pre-orders ready. John D did say that supplies initially will be limited of this. So if you want to get it, this is one of the ones you should pre-order. We know it's got BOE. We know it's got good sound. B-Kong has an excellent preview video out there from getting his hands on this in Vegas during EVO. So if you guys are hesitant and you want more information, go check out B-Kong's preview video and then get ready to place your pre-order September 8th.
All right. Anything else going on in the world of Arcade1Up?
I don't think so. I think that's it, man.
What about the NFL Blitz?
Oh, yeah. You wanted to talk about the NFL Blitz reviews, P-Dubs.
No, I don't.
No, say your piece. Say your piece,
No.
because it's always interesting
No.
to do this.
No.
Yes. Speak
No.
your truth. Speak
No.
your truth.
No. I was defending you guys.
Yes.
And, you're going to put me on the spot like that.
I'm not putting you on the spot. You wanted to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. It's stupid. It's stupid. Just
What's
pure
stupid, P-Dubs? You know what I thought was great? All the latest reviews for the NFL Blitz cabinet.
Okay, so I'll state my my point on this. A lot of people they get up in arms because people do reviews outside this space that are bigger channels, and Arcade1Up would provide them with a demo cab. Like we saw it there a week ago when Game Room Theater got it, and everybody was all over the Arcade1Up official fan page saying, "Oh, well, he's bought and paid for a positive review."
No, I don't care that.
Just let me speak. Let me speak. I know. But anyways, Game Room Theater did his thing and put it out there. He's got a huge following on Instagram, huge following on TikTok. He's got connections with NFL players. He's an excellent person to get it to. Then John Riggs got one, and some people were disappointed at the quality of the video he produced. Conflict's got a demo cab, and you said you had some concerns about I haven't watched it, so I can't.
It's got
say
hundreds of views so far.
It's not. It doesn't have a lot of views in the first couple hours. It's up. That's true. But the thing is, these are big channels. They're not. They don't have the level of detail that maybe you, Console Kits, or somebody like that would provide. But they don't need that detail. These are for the casuals, people that don't care if it has a 49-way joystick. That doesn't mean anything to them. This is just getting it out to the masses to make people interested. And then if they're interested, they'll go find the people that are hardcores and watch their reviews. So that's all I'll say about it. I'm not trying to be defensive. I'm just explaining it from a business perspective.
Hey, Mike,
I
why are
agree
you being
with
so
you
defensive
100.
about all this?
That's Canadian dollars for nostalgia.
Okay, good. Those are also Canadian views.
I agree with you 100%, Mike.
You do not.
I agree with you 100%.
No, you don't. No, you don't. P-Dubs, you want me to say it? I'll just tell you I'll just say what you've been thinking. Is that what you want? Is that the road we have to go down?
Look, I'm not into all that drama. Let's just say I have been very disappointed in the quality of the reviews released for this home arcade cabinet. And I'm very disappointed that this cabinet was not sent, at least effing send it to Cool Toy.
No,
Or
hashtag send it to Nostalgia.
You know, at least send it to Cool Toy. At least send it to Ralph or somebody so I can get a decent review for this cabinet. That's all I'm saying.
My
That's all
votes
I'm
give
saying.
it. My votes give it to
All right,
Nostalgia.
you know what?
Hashtag
You know
give
what?
it to
Fine.
Nostalgia.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it because you know what? I'm gonna 100% back the Rexer show on this statement. This review was dog shit. This guy's got 878,000 subscribers. This review has been posted for 12 hours and has 500 views. 500 views on an 878,000 subscriber channel. This guy didn't talk about the joysticks. This guy made no mention of no late hits being removed from the game. This guy made no mention of frickin' the fact that 84% of the tackles are there, 16% are missing. And if he didn't need Arcade1Up to provide him this information, it's on the product's website, which he should be reviewing prior to posting a review video. You know what I'm saying? Plus, just like the John Hancock video, we got several minutes of him building the damn cabinet versus him actually reviewing and showing gameplay of the cabinet. You know what I'm
Preach,
saying?
P-Dubs. Preach.
Like this is dog shit. And you know what? I don't care how big it is. And trust me, I don't want a review unit. Everyone knows I'm happy buying my Arcade1Up stuff. But send it to Cool Toy, send it to Ralph, send it to Console Kids, send it to Kongs or Us. Send it to somebody who can tell me what I want to fucking know about this cabinet. I'm so sick of this shit. These shit reviews. I'm sorry.
Keep going. No, this is
a shit review. It's dog shit. He's a nice guy. I bet Khan's a great guy, but his review was dog shit.
It was almost like a Michael B review. Oh, Maria, my mighty heart is breaking.
You know.
One thing I don't like, the only thing I don't like, I'm going to be very honest, and I apologize. I said John Riggs earlier when it was John Hancock, but the only thing I don't like is, when you do a review for a product you receive, you have to say that it's a demo unit or it's a review unit. Thank the company for sending it.
Oh, and he didn't even mention that it was a review unit.
He never does. He never does.
But it's every single review unit.
Every single arcade in that basement, I think, except for maybe one, is a review unit from Arcade1Up, and he's never once said thank you for the review unit or this is a review unit, or use the 0.8 font down in the left corner to illustrate that it's a review unit.
800,000 subscribers, 500 views in 12 hours. I'm sorry, but if any guys on this panel or any of the other guys, whether we collaborate with them or not, fuck, even UAG would have got 500 views in the first 45 minutes of that video being posted. It's been 12 hours. Talk about a return on investment. Talk about a return on investment. What a waste of an investment, in my opinion. This is ridiculous.
Are you?
And
okay,
trust me, this isn't.
No,
trust me.
go,
everyone knows.
Beast,
I don't want. If Arcade1Up ever reached out to me and said, "P-Dubs, do you want a review unit?" I would tell them no way in hell. But it doesn't change the fact that
P-Dubs, and you're part of the problem.
I would love to see a review done by somebody in this community who actually covers these products and actually is going to give us the information that we're looking for. That's all. That's all. Give it to 19K Fox. Give it to B-Kong. Give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
P-Dubs, the list is you, then Nikocado Avocado, and then I don't know who comes next.
Yeah. So maybe we still will.
Beast.
There's time yet. We don't know who else has one out in the wild. Right now there's only 3. Maybe Cool Toy, Ralph, Justin did a Yoga Flame review. Justin's Yoga Flame review was great. He's in the community. He's an excellent person to give the gabs to.
Yeah, or send it to Console Kids.
Hashtag give it to Nostalgia.
Send it to Console Kids. Send it to Mo. Mo would have done better than this freaking Con guy. Send it to Mo.
You're being really hard on Con.
Stupid.
I'm sure he's a wonderful guy.
Con actually lives next door to you. He's going to punch you right in the neck.
He's not going to do shit.
Good old-fashioned dick punch, P-Dubs.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, guys, so sorry to bring the room down, but you know what?
No, that was wonderful. It was good.
Come on.
I thrive off of that.
Like until next time, we'll see you on the web.
Well, look, let me just finish it up with this way. I understand why companies do this, Think about it. Hold on. What are you
Hold on,
laughing at?
I got something to say. The whole time P-Dubs was watching the review, he was
Con! Like literally. No mention of no late hits. No mention. He didn't even talk about the 49-way joystick. He's like, yeah, it's got it's got 4 joysticks. Like I swear that was what he said in the video. You know what I mean? But awesome. But keep in mind, I totally get that when it comes to exposure, marketing, you send shit to these big channels to hopefully expand your footprint and your brand name. Why do you think AtGames partnered with Mad Little Pixel, gave him money and free products, and said, "Here, market our shit"? And Mad Little Pixel said, "Okay." I mean, why do you think these companies do that with the bigger media channels? I totally get that, but here's the thing: at least send one cabinet to somebody in this community.
So,
not me. I don't want the cabinet. Send it to somebody in this community so the community can get the review we've been waiting for. Send it to Cool Toys. Send it to Ralph. Send it to Console Kit. Send it to Kongs R Us, 19K Fox, anyone in this community, so I can get the review I need. Is that so hard?
Con got dozens and dozens of views, P-Dubs.
So, John D put a comment up, and John, there have been no reviews. Unfortunately, Conflicts did put it in the title of his video. He did call it a review, or he at least put it in his thumbnail, one of the two. So there is a little bit of confusion there, but I'm with you. Everything else so far has just been gameplay and unboxing.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just sticking up for my boys because you guys work hard, make great content.
I just noticed that you never mentioned me once. I
was going to say, you just
Mike,
you gave everybody else a shout out except for Mike.
Well, that's because Michael B lives in the North Pole. It's a lost cause for him. If Michael B moves away from the North Pole, some of these companies might ship him something, right?
See, Mike, look at this.
You know
you made a shitty choice in your geographical location, and now you get nothing.
Serves you right.
If there have been no reviews of Blitz, John, why is the video titled Review? It's a review.
To get a couple dozen extra views, man. What are you talking about? I'm so mad. You can see the
Emery Arcade. Can we talk about no Blitz in the main menu? They say on website 3 games, and I agree with Dubs. This is BS. I don't know what he's talking about. Blitz, no Blitz. You get Blitz 99, and Blitz 2000 are the 3 games included on the cabinet. So there you go.
It still looks like a nice game, though. So.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I don't have a background to Blitz, but watching John Hancock play it, it did look like it was fun at least.
Yeah.
NFL Blitz is arguably the best football game that's ever been made.
It looks fun.
It's so much fun. It is so much fun. That was like literally my childhood was playing NFL Blitz. I love that game. I don't know.
Does anybody know?
It had 2 games? What? I didn't even see that.
So I got a question for you. Did they make it so you could put your N64 memory card into the Blitz? Did they add that feature?
No. It's the arcade version.
Yeah. Either way.
But that would be sweet if they had like a little N64 memory card attachment. You just pop it in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Version 2.
Can you just bring up his thumbnail? Because I mentioned that it's not. I think he was going to call it a review and then he decided not to, but didn't change his thumbnail.
Hey, P-Dubs.
Just for clarity.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We need to prove a point now, right? This is the purpose of this bit.
All right.
Here it is. Let's show it. Come on.
I hate to, if I'm a freaking person on the internet and I see this video is titled NFL Blitz, Arcade1Up, the ultimate unboxing.
Go back.
The ultimate unboxing and review. It tells me that this is a review of the product.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Right here, dude.
No.
Now there's
a fake review too.
John Hancock's video wasn't a review though.
Yeah, John Hancock was.
He put a fake review.
No,
it says fake review.
He made a video that was 97% unboxing.
That's just
joking, man.
That's Rexer Show being Rexer Show. John Hancock himself said, "Hey, man, this is just an unboxing and first impression, but this is a review." Con says it's a review. So there you go. Anyway, guys. By the way, there's a whole bunch.
We got a super chat there.
John D says, "Why are people saying there are reviews on Blitz?"
There's no reviews, P-Dubs.
0 reviews.
There's not a
It's an
single review
optical
for it.
illusion.
What do you guys? It says review. Ultimate
No,
unboxing.
no. Maybe in your alternative reality, buddy.
What?
Is this one of those things like Berenstein beers and Berenstein beers?
It might be exactly what that is.
Yeah.
We are experiencing a Mandela effect.
Yeah, it's Mandela effect. There's no reviews.
Look how confused Carl
Are you
is.
okay, P-Dubs? Did Daryl touch you?
I can't handle the trolling. Either way, we look forward to seeing more content on the Arcade1Up NFL Blitz cabinet closer to its official release. And also, there's a whole bunch of Arcade1Up cabinets on sale.
So, you know why Arcade1Up doesn't send the cabs to the people you mentioned? Because they
Why?
know our stupid asses are going to buy them and review them anyways. They
That's-
don't need to spend that money.
All right, we're at an hour 18. That's how long these shows always run. Carl,
We're at an
set
hour
them on-
17. We got a minute left.
No, Carl sent them on their way, Carl.
Wait
guys.
60 seconds.
Hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. We love you. We always look forward to Fridays to spend this time with you guys. And until next time, we'll see you on the web.